What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we got a brother on the phone by the name of Christopher Baggett. Now, he has a lot of different things that's going on in his case that he wants to bring light to, and I will be sure to make sure that y'all will be able to see it yourselves as well, because this is something you definitely got to see to believe and to understand. So let's jump right into it. All right, brother, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I can't complain. I appreciate you pulling up on us and giving us an opportunity to learn more about the things that went down with you, okay? So before we start, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
My name Christopher Baggett. They call me Drip. I was born and raised in Chicago, West Side of Chicago. And basically, that's
Okay.
short of the story.
All right, so let's get into the things that happened with you. So let's start here. How long have you currently been incarcerated?
I have now been incarcerated for 20 years.
Okay. And what was the initial charge?
First degree murder.
All right, so I want to give you an opportunity to ask you, are you pronouncing your innocence?
Yes, yes, I am.
All right. So let's get into it, bro. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So tell us where it all began.
2005, a crime was committed, and later on, I was ended up illegally arrested and wrongfully convicted of that crime.
Okay.
On June the 17th, 2005, I was illegally arrested and wrongfully convicted of first degree murder due to police corruption, forging documents, fabricating police reports, falsifying identification, and coercing witness statements under corrupt Chicago police officer Michael McDermott command.
Okay. I know that there's a lot of forgeries when it comes to your paperwork, but I want to ask some of the basic questions that I know is going to be rocking around in people's brain. So you say you declare your innocence and you were wrongfully um,
Yes,
charged, arrested, and convicted. So my question to you is,
yes,
have an alibi, bro, for this time that they said this occurred?
yes, yes, I do.
Okay. I know that that was probably something that was presented in your case. So let's get uh into actually before we get to your case, let's get into the legalities that happened against you when it comes to this paperwork. So go ahead and let us know some of the things that happened.
Well, on June the 16th, corrupt Chicago police officer Detective Kenneth Crowfield and Assistant State's Attorney Kathleen Dillon forged the judge's signature on my complaint for arrest warrant and my arrest warrant itself, while I was then illegally arrested the next day, June the 17th, 2005.
How did you find out about this, like this, these forgeries and stuff?
When I was wrongfully convicted, knowing I was wrongfully convicted, just something that sparked something inside of me, just had me go full fledged and learn what I need to learn inside my case to reveal what needed to be done, because my trial lawyer basically just threw me under the bus, and I just knew it wasn't right, and I had to do something about it, and I knew it wasn't going to be done unless I did it myself.
For sure. So let's get into your trial. I'm glad that you brought it up. You said that they threw you under the bus. Exactly happened in that situation? Like what was the errors in their ways?
Well, everything with the judge, I called myself, when it was time for trial, I decided to go with a bench trial. And when I made that decision, I did so knowing that there was no evidence to find me guilty of a crime I didn't commit. And going with a bench trial, I would be judged accordingly to the law, whether than going with a jury, when knowing I would be judged on who tells the best story. Thinking I'll be judged, thinking I had the law on my side and be judged according to the law, that did not turn out to be so. Because when the trial judge gave his verdict, he found the key witness not credible due to her identification being assisted by the police, but stated that due to the other witness who came in and recanted their testimonies that implicated me in their first statements, the person who committed the crime, These chosen found me guilty off the first statement, which all along the first statements had never implicated me in a crime. He found me guilty off the Courthurst statements. Wrongfully found me guilty. And not only that, my trial lawyer was ineffective for failing to follow up on a stipulation that would have shown the court that the main witness, who was a 14-year-old juvenile that never had a parent or guardian present when the statement was given, that on the that his original statement never implicated me in a crime, and that the statement a month later that the police obtained from him, where they went and grabbed him out of the juvenile facility and coerced him on June the 3rd to make a statement against me, which he took the stand and testified to what the police did. But the judge still wrongfully convicted me.
Wow, that's a lot, bro. And it's very unfortunate that not only did this happen to you, that 20 years later, you're still fighting for your freedom about it. So let me ask you this. What can we do to, what can the public do? What do you need from us to try to help you to gain your freedom?
Well, right now where I'm at, due to the grace of God and with his help, I was able to obtain all the dirt that was covered up in my case. And with the help of him alone too, I was able to, due to trials and tribulations and learning the law, being able to interpret the law, learning the issues of my case, and learning how to file petitions. I recently just filed my own petition, which is a petition for leave to file successful post-conviction with the post-conviction itself, which the post-conviction for leave, motion to leave, was granted. Now that's in court now, in which the judge have now appointed me an attorney, which my case is in trial right now, looking to be overturned. I would need the right assistance, help outside of the corrupt politics that is not afraid to expose the corruption and show that what has transpired with the injustice of the system.
Okay, that's for sure. We definitely gonna help you get some exposure, brother. Let the people know. Before I ask you that, how they can contact you. Is there anything else that the people need to know, or that you would like for them to know that we haven't discussed yet? It could be anything you feel is important or left out.
What's being left is just a lot of dirt that has transpired with the corruption of Chicago, Illinois police system, with the state's attorney, what has been done. Just being able to show what happened, to show what transpired, to show just the corruption, is to show that what was done was wrong, and what was done needs to be seen, heard, and justified.
For sure. Tell us how we can get in contact with you, brother, to support you, and anywhere your petitions are, anything like that. Go ahead and give us that information.
My case is now filed in the Cook County court system. I'm right now being housed in Galesburg facility in Galesburg, Illinois. As you know, my name is Christopher Baggett. My ID number is R48903. Galesburg facility is 600 South Lincoln Road, Galesburg, Illinois, 61401. Right now, I'm unable to be contacted through Quora links because of my Quora links is inactive. I'm not able to receive Quora links. I'm not able to send Quora links out. And right now, I'm trying to see why I'm not able to do that, which is another part of the corruption. I'm not able to have access to the world like everyone else who has tablets. So I'm looking into that. So the only way to contact me is through writing, basically, and not be able to write back or find a way to call and reach back out.
All right, brother. I'm going to give you an opportunity to address the listeners with any messages you want to give them, call to action, just things like that. The floor is yours.
Well, I just like any activists, anybody who's into seeking justice, seeking to help the wrongfully convicted step up and show what's going on right now. Because right now we are dealing with a state's attorney in Illinois that's not trying to give guys justice who have been wronged. They are doing things to keep you in instead of allow you to be free for the wrong that they have done. So in order to uncover what they have done, we have to show what's been done and bring it to light, and hopefully we can get some good results behind it.